Hey everyone, welcome back. If you're new here, you're in the right place for real talk about your money. Today, we're re-diving into a topic that's got millions of Americans on edge, the 2026 Social Security Cost of Living Adjustment, or COLA. Buckle up, because this isn't just a number, it's a lifeline for retirees, and the latest update might leave you shocked. Stick around as we break down why a 2.4% raise could feel more like a slap in the face than a helping hand. And what you can do about it. Let's get into it. Smash that like button and subscribe for weekly money updates. All right, let's talk numbers. But more importantly, let's talk about what those numbers mean for you. The 2026 COLA estimate just got a slight bump from 2.3% to 2.4%. Sounds like progress, right? But here's the reality. If you bring on an average Social Security benefit of $2,000 a month, that's just an extra $48 for millions of seniors juggling rent, groceries, prescriptions, and basic dignity. $48 doesn't even cover a week's worth of groceries anymore. You told us in the comments on our last video, and we hear you loud and clear. One viewer said, "I'm eating rice and beans just to make ends meet." Another wrote, "This COLA is a joke. My rent's up 25% in 2 years." Your stories are powerful, and they're why we're here. So drop a comment below. Are your expenses climbing? Are you cutting corners just to survive? Let's keep this conversation going, and if you want to stay in the loop, hit that subscribe button and tap the bell. We've got your back with every update. So why is the COLA so low? It's tied to inflation, specifically the CPIW, which tracks price changes for urban workers under 62. Here's the problem. Seniors don't spend like 30-year-olds. You're shelling out way more on healthcare and housing. Costs that have skyrocketed. Surveys show 20% of seniors spend over $1,000 a month on healthcare alone, while more than half live on less than $2,000 total. And get this, 39% of you rely entirely on Social Security, a 2.4% raise. It's not keeping up. There's a better way, the CPIE, an index built for seniors' actual expenses. It's been talked about for years, but it's still not used. Why, that's a question we need to keep asking. And then there's Medicare, eating up $185 or more from some of your checks for coverage you might not even use. One viewer said, "I haven't seen a doctor in years, but Medicare's still taking my money." That's not just frustrating, it's unfair. There's some hope on the horizon, but it's not a done deal. A new executive order signed last month aims to lower prescription drug costs by forcing Big Pharma to match US prices to what they charge in other countries. If they don't comply, the government could cap payments. Plus, the order opens the door to more drug imports and direct-to-consumer sales at lower prices. But here's the catch. It's an executive order, not a law. Legal battles could delay relief, and we're still waiting to see real savings. And don't forget tariffs. A 90-day deal with China eased some pricing pressure. But if tariffs spike again between July and September, prices for essentials like food and medicine could jump. That could push the final COLA higher when it's announced in October, but you'll feel the price hikes before the extra cash hits your check. That gap, it's where the struggle lives. Let's zoom out to the bigger picture. Social Security's trust fund is projected to hit a shortfall by 2035 without major reforms. Some lawmakers want to raise the income cap on taxes. Others want to overhaul how COLA is calculated. But right now, there's no clear fix, and 70% of seniors rely on Social Security for at least half their income. 93% say protecting it should be a national priority. This isn't just about today, it's about your future, whether you're retired now or planning for later. Before we wrap up, let's talk about something that could save you stress: Medicare. If you're 65 or older, you know the flood of mailers and pushy calls can be overwhelming. That's why we're sharing a resource we trust. Chapter. Their advisors compare all 24,000 plus Medicare plans to find what fits your needs, not some company's agenda. They're independent, salaried, and there's no pressure, just honest help. Call them at 615-639-1937 or visit askchapter.org money. It's free and it could save you hundreds. So where do we go from here? We wait for the final COLA in October, but we don't stay silent. Keep sharing your stories in the comments. How are rising costs hitting you? Are you worried about Social Security's future? Your voice matters, and together we can push for change. If this video helped you feel seen or informed, share it with someone who needs it, and let's keep the conversation alive. Thanks for being here. Hit that like button, subscribe, and we'll see you next week with more updates to help you navigate your money. Until then, take care and keep fighting the good fight.